Next up in our small batch smash series is Lemondrop and Pilsner Malt Final Tasting. Welcome back, everybody. So today we are going to have the final tasting of Pilsner Malt and Lemondrop. Now I just finished up the Vienna Lemondrop version, so I wanted to do this, then we'll bring them both together like I usually do in a final video and compare them and see which one we like better. Now this is a small batch, 1.25 gallons going into the carboy. I'm still burping from the last one. This is using 2 pounds of Pilsner malt, which I'm not sure why on the Vienna version I use 2 pounds 4 ounces, then on this one I use 2 pounds. I think that's the first time I've noticed that. Hop schedule, this is an hour boil, 0.39 ounces at 30 minutes, 0.29 at 5 minutes, 0.32 ounces 3 days into dry hop. This was bottled on 5/19, 5.81% ABV. And if I remember correctly, yeah, the Vienna version using more malt actually came out lower. So let's go ahead and open this. We'll see how the carbonation is. This is using a Mr. Beer carbonation tablet, so it's one of the big ones. It does say 1 drop per 12 ounces, so we should be fine, but I am starting to see all the bubbles rise in there, so my guess is it would go over. So right now, and you guys will see it coming up here in a second, I might have to push it back because I have noticed this new lens. It's very close up to me, but see, we're already starting to bubble over. So let's go ahead and get it in here. Now, this is because of those bubbles, and one thing you want to watch out for, I guess it depends on if you filter your beer or not. Usually, if you do not filter your beer, what happens is when you open it and it's overcarbed, it's mixing all that stuff up. If you have trub, if you dry hopped, anything like that in the bottom, and it's mixing it all together. And when that happens, depending on how much trub you have in each bottle, it's going to go through and get into the beer. Now, I have had some where it's so massive that it's actually like hot particles are sitting on the head of the beer. So you might want to watch it. And going back to the drops, the carbonation drops, most people don't like using them, but for a 1.25 gallon batch and bringing out the sugar and stirring it in or putting it on the stove and heating it up and cool it down, I don't have time for that. So I actually moved to the small pearls, and so far those have been working out better. Now, we have not tasted or tested a beer that's been 3-4 months old, so we need to see a little bit more. But as of right now, those have been a better option than the bigger ones. So on this one, we do have a off-white head, small and medium bubbles, but I'm starting to get peaks and valleys in there. Bubbles on the side, I would say, are half bubble wrap, half like dish soap. A finger of head. Color, crystal clear in color. I do have a lot of settlement. I can see the leaf hops or the pellet hops when they break apart floating in there. Some other matter, but I'm guessing it's more of that leaf than anything. Lots and lots of bubbles. I can see all the way through it. A little lighter golden yellow color. Let's go ahead and smell, see what we get. This comes off more of a citrus, like a small cracker citrus, which I would say after this long, that's what you should be getting. An aged beer IPA like this, it is going to start falling off, and I think that malt will start driving up kind of like this because I'm getting that cracker smell, and I do think that is from the Pilsner malt. The malt is starting to take over, the hop's starting to die off, but that citrus is there. Yeah, nice clean smell, not getting any off flavors there. Yeah, smells good. Let's go ahead and taste. Oh, one of my lights just shut off. Not sure why, since the battery was fully charged. You get kind of that cracker. It tastes like an older beer. That citrus is like just melted into the grain. It's more of a like a cracker grain citrus in there. It does have a good citrus on the back though. Overcarbed, very overcarbed. Bubbles are popping, scraping. I really don't get anything to the middle, to the back of the palate. This almost tastes like a Pilsner beer that would, a little older Pilsner beer that would have some citrus in it, like generic citrus. Not what I was expecting for the most part, but it does make sense since it's using Pilsner. I think the overcarbonation is hurting it a little. I think if that was toned down some, maybe we might get some more flavors out of it. But for the most part, it's fine. It doesn't resemble the other one, but I don't really want to talk about that. But yeah, overall, it's a fine beer. If somebody's into very light beers, I could see them liking this. Really clean taste, but that cracker's there. Hardly any bitterness is there. So I think most non-craft beer drinkers would like something like this. So that'll wrap up this video. If you like the video, thumbs up, thumbs down. If you don't, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you know when new videos are coming out. And until next time, happy brewing.